Jen coming at you with a vlog for today. I don't really know what today's going to bring, but I did some yoga. I'm going to head outside and stretch my legs. My hamstrings have been ridiculously tight lately, so let's get that taken care of first thing. Then I'm working from home today. I've got a bunch of meetings. And then this evening, I think I have to myself, and I'm probably going to do a Savers run. So it seemed like a good day to maybe share with you a little bit of what's been going on around the house. Of course, there will be some knitting and crochet because obviously, and whatever else I get up to. This is one of my new favorite things for the summer. I made a couple of these little cozies that look like watermelon for drinking my water and my Airborne first thing in the morning. So yeah, let's get this day going. The package that came in the mail are these funeral cards that I ordered on Amazon. So you can see what they look like. I think these are like little stickers for the envelopes. Oh, even the envelopes are printed. They're pretty. Little purple flowers. There's different sayings and stuff on them. Nice. Or maybe it's just different things on the inside. Either way, they're pretty good quality too. It's a nice kind of thick cardstock, so that is very exciting. I will post a link for them below in case anybody needs them. We've never not ordered them directly from a funeral home before, so I wasn't really sure what they would be like. Yeah, these are beautiful. Well, I forgot to mention earlier that I had planned to run this morning, so I did do a little bit of that. I ran for a little bit more than a mile, and then I shut off my tracker and just walked the rest of the way home, but that went pretty well, actually, especially given how sore and tight my legs have been, so that felt pretty good. Came home and washed up and got dressed. I put some, dry shampoo in my hair, so I pulled it up just to let that kind of finish cooling down, and then I'll finish getting ready later, but at least I'm presentable. I've got a meeting at 9, so I got my coffee ready to go. I've got a WhatsApp chat here from my friend Marta in Spain, so that's great. I'm gonna just say a quick good morning to her and then get to work. I'm sitting in on a meeting from my boss this morning, which is going to start in just a minute. I'm going to eat some breakfast. While I do that, this avocado was not quite ripe, which is not ideal, but I took a bite. It tasted fine. It's going to do the job. So off to my meeting. Hey folks, this morning is just flying by. It is almost noon. I have another webinar to hop on here in just a minute. They're revamping a lot of our benefits and things at work, so I need to learn about some of the new health plan stuff. So I'm gonna do that. I did finish a couple hexagons during my last one and got started on another one. This one I'm really loving. I don't know if the light is going to be really good here, but it's kind of blues and purples. So anyways, I haven't gotten to knit or crochet or anything like that during work hours in a very, very long time. So this is kind of a nice change of pace for today. It's been very distracting around here. I showed you already there were actually two does. You probably couldn't see the one that was further into the woods. And those two tiny little fawns, they've actually grown quite a bit over the last couple weeks, but when we first saw them, they were so tiny. Actually, maybe I'll throw a little bit in here, and it'll be curious to see if you can actually tell the difference of how big they've gotten. But they're so fun. I was on a phone call with a coworker and just like walking around my living room when they popped into the side yard, and I was like, I gotta go out and take a look. So anyways, I feel like, you know, people who work from home get a bad rap for like, oh, you're getting distracted with TV and all that kind of stuff. Well, none of that here, but the great outdoors is usually my undoing. So hasn't held anything back yet. But anyways, I have been a little bit distracted this morning. So yeah, I think my 12 o'clock is my last meeting. Then I've got some other work that I need to get done. This afternoon, my mom has a virtual rheumatology appointment at like 3 o'clock. So I'm going to join that, and then hopefully around then we'll be around quitting time for the work day and we'll do some more fun stuff. So back again in a little bit. Hey friends, it's about 2:30. I just came for a quick walk out in the driveway. I've been sitting for way too long and now I'm sitting on a log, but I love this. It's so random and so cool. It's just like this big log that's in the section where Dan cuts down, you know, wood for the fire and all that good stuff. So I thought it'd be a good spot to just stop and say hello. I just saw a doe in the yard on the way in. Dan got home from work a little while ago and said that the fawns were playing in the side yard when he came home. So that is always fun. It's just a very animal-filled day right here. And now he's in taking a nap. It was 121 degrees in the place where he was working this morning at the powerhouse at this manufacturing plant, so he was wiped when he got home. So he's taking a nap. I figured I'd come out here and not wake him up while he's sleeping. Gonna stretch my legs and then get back inside for that appointment at like 3 o'clock. Still have a little bit more work to finish up and then I am done for the day. It's actually beautiful out right now. It's a little chilly this morning, but it is warming up nicely. Oh, actually, let me just show you one other thing. Yesterday, I was racing for the train and thought I was going to miss it, which I didn't because it was running late, which I should have known. Anyways, I was trying to step off a curb and avoid a meter and get around these people, and my right leg, like it twisted my ankle and rolled my ankle and then went straight down on my left leg, which ripped my pants and cut my leg open, which isn't that bad. But when I looked at it this morning, I've got a big old bruise and a bump. I don't know if you'll actually be able to see it out here in the light, but it looks pretty gross. So sorry, there's my ugly legs. But you know what? They still work. So let's go for a walk. All right, I wanted to take a second and show you the project that I made. I talked about it on episode 259 of the Down Cellar Studio Audio Podcast. If you listen to that, I talked about how my cousin Gail came up with her daughter Beacon and showed us how to use resin to make these beautiful projects. So mine is a cutting board. We had a little mishap where after we applied the pigment and the resin, the table wasn't level, and so when it tipped, this all bled down, but I don't mind. I think it looks really cool. So I started taking the painter's tape off of the back. We put it around the edges so that, can you see where it dripped over? We don't necessarily want that to stay on there. So I thought I would pull off the rest of it so that we can see how cool it looks when we do that. Oh, and it looks like I might need a little bit of a tool to get that off of there. But yeah, I'm excited to have this thing home. Right after we did these projects, I got COVID, so I couldn't go back over to my parents and pick it up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to work on this a little bit more, but that's all right. I just figured I would show you how that came out. I guess I can take my name tag off of it because I know that it's mine. Okay, I couldn't leave well enough alone, so I went around the edges and I got the rest of the tape off, so that's good. It's kind of course, like the blue that I used on the edge was like the same color as the painter's tape, but it did come off quite nicely, and now it looks really beautiful. One of the things that's probably changed quite a bit since the last time I vlogged is that I'm trying my hand at indoor gardening. So I've got several pothos plants. This one is doing really well. I don't know what this little guy is in the front here. It came as part of an arrangement when my Aunt Florence passed away in January. And then this other leafy fern kind of situation was also in that. They came in this little pot, this wooden holder here, but I separated them out and they're both doing better for it. And then my little pothos there. And then I've got one of those Chinese money plants. I think it's called playa or something like that, which for a while I thought was definitely going to die. And now there are like lots of little guys kind of shooting up down there. So that's exciting. And then this ivy I just cut off from an ivy plant and it's doing really well. So that is exciting. And then I've got one more here on the table in between our two chairs. This one is doing especially well. It's just nice and healthy and happy, and I love it kind of sitting here in the living room. Then over here on the island, I've got a little succulent here that is doing quite well with a little gnome to kind of keep it company, and some candles. And then down below, I think this is also pothos. This came in another sort of grouped arrangement, so I separated that out and we'll try to get it going. This orchid on my messy island was one of the centerpieces that we used for Dan's mom's funeral reception. So that is still going strong. It had 5 blooms on it before. We're down to just 2, but I think that's about normal for where we are. And then let's move over here. I've got what's left of that ivy plant, which I think is probably on its way out. Now it's not doing as healthy as it once was, and another pothos that I brought home from work because she sadly wasn't doing all that well, but it's getting better at this point. And then last but not least over here, we got this beautiful arrangement, again after Dan's mom passed, from some family members. So we've got some more of this same ferny kind of thing in here. If anybody knows what this is called, let me know. I actually have another one of those outside on the deck right now. So yeah, I probably will separate that out at some point, but I just haven't had a chance. So there's my happy little plants. Oh, actually, no, that's not it. I have another one here, another little succulent. And then I have 2 in the bathroom. So let me go show you those 2. Welcome to my bathroom. This plant I had originally put over by the slider like the others, but you can see some of the leaves were getting kind of burnt. So it is doing much better now that I've moved it in here. It's got a lot of new leaves, so that's going well. And then on the little shelf on top of the or above the bath rather. I just got this guy last week from Trader Joe's for $12.99 because I'm a sucker for $12.99 plants from Trader Joe's. I don't know if it tells you what it is. No. Foliage. Thank you. Anyways, my basic prerequisites are it doesn't need a lot of light and only really needs to be watered once a week. That's what I go for. So if you have any suggestions for me, let me know. I am wrapped up with work for the day. The other thing that I do need to do is film the Yarnable unboxing video for the month of August. My package came in yesterday and I didn't have a chance. So I'm going to get that stuff out, probably go grab my other tripod because it'll be easier. Although the light here is actually pretty good. But anyways, let's find out what we got for Yarnable this month. I'm excited to see this yarn because I feel like there's going to be some yellow in it. And I really like yellow. Okay, ready? Oh, it's cool. It's very like earthy yellow. It's not like super bright. Very fun. We've got earth, we've got stem, we've got the center of the sunflower, all different vibrancies of like that yellow into orange. Really fun. Grow with the flow. I love that. All right, the workday is officially done. We've done the plant tour and I thought I would show you my Scrappy sock yarn hexagon blanket, which has been a lot of fun to work on this year. I showed you a couple of the ones that I was working on today, but I have started seaming together ones that I've been making throughout the year. I like my blankets to be squared off. It makes me like, oh, if the edges are like zigzaggy, I just can't handle it. So on the top edge here, you use like the half pointed hexagons to fill in. I still need to seam in together here, which I might just do when I put the border on it. And then on the other edge, you just use half hexagons to fill it in. So let me lay this out and show you just how big it is, because it's pretty huge. All right, here she is. Our floors just got cleaned yesterday, so don't worry too much. But you can see sort of the difference between when you don't fill in the edges versus on this edge and the top edge when you do. I'm definitely going to do at least one more row on this edge here for the length of it and likely make it wider as well because I'm still having fun making them. Now I kind of want to roll around and see how big it is compared to me. You want to see that? Let's do it. All right, we're adding Jen for scale. Ready? Definitely still needs to be longer. Let me put my feet at the edge. All right, it would go from my feet to my chin, but we can do better, right? All right, I am in the Savers parking lot. We're gonna go in and see what we can find because I'm going to see the Barbie movie this weekend and I'm very excited, but my wardrobe is severely lacking in pink right now. So let's see what we can find. I'm doing better than I originally planned. This drying rack is only $13. This cool tray my friend Laura likes, so I'm going to get that for her. Today's her birthday. I got some sweatpants for Dan. Cutie little thing for my niece's birthday. She is mini obsessed. So that's fun. A beach hat. And then a couple of pieces of clothing, which, I don't know. This could be cute for Barbie. This could be cute for working out and or workout Barbie. And just a white tank top. Okay, let's play a game called Which of These Things is Not Like the Other? I don't care. I love grape nuts. I am back from shopping. It's almost 7 and I am hungry, but I want to do a quick try on and figure out what I'm going to wear to the Barbie movie tomorrow night. But let's do a quick peek at what I bought. It's kind of hard with the camera this way to show you, but I got some sweatpants for Dan for just lounging around for $10. So throw those in the wash. I already kind of showed you this in the store. I love this style shirt from the Gap. It's just a workout shirt, but I'll wash that up in case I want to wear that this weekend. Just a plain white tank top with a little bit of detail on it. That's also for me. And then this one, which I got at Savers but tried on at Target and I really like actually. Just a cute little ribbed pink tank top. So, but the best scores I think were these shoes, which were on clearance at Target. Super cutie. Ooh! I just dropped one. These earrings from Savers. They definitely feel like 80s, 90s to me. And then another like hot pink, like Barbie pink ribbed tank top. So I think this is going to be the winner with my new high-waisted flares. So let's try it on and see. Okay, the lighting inside was terrible, so we're outside, and this is what I think my Barbie look is going to be. Cutie little bandana that I got at the List Perfectly event out in Arizona. Cute new tank top from Target. My new flares from American Eagle. And the shoes. Before we close out this video, I guess I'll give you a little peek of the current state of the Down Cellar Studio. It has been quite a mess recently, but I've got most things kind of cleaned up and back in their homes. I do have a spinning project on the wheel that I didn't show you today. And the rest of the room looks pretty good too. I could have put on the big light so you could see a little better, but we'll do it before I show you the collage wall. Oh, there we go. All right, well, let's do one last check-in and then I'm heading to bed. It's probably a little after 9. Dan and I watched 2 episodes of Daisy and the Six, which I am quite enjoying. Love all of like the crocheted tops and like that 60s, 70s vibe that's like very back in now. So the costumes are great. The music is okay, but I really like their voices. So even if I don't love the songs, it's been a fun watch for us. And I did do a few more hexagons. There's 1, 2, and then this was probably the only other one that I finished. I love the way that it looks when you use self-striping yarn. held with something else. So yeah, so let's see, I did 4 and 3, so 7 for today. Not too shabby. It was a pretty busy day between work stuff and running errands, but I've got cards and gifts and things for the birthday parties that we're going to this weekend. Well, it's birthday / wedding / graduation at 2 different events. So yeah, I'm feeling like I'm ready for the weekend. I'm excited to go see the Barbie movie. And yeah, but for now, I better get to sleep so I can get up and be ready for tomorrow. So thank you again so much for tuning in. It's been really fun to kind of get back into this. If there's anything that you want to see in the next vlog, comment down below and I will do my best. But for now, good night.